What's more important than my book is my wife. If you come up to me while I'm writing, just raise your hand. What is it? And I'll stop right away. That means anytime a man's in his cave, raise your hand. Just don't wait to the last 3 minutes of a basketball game. Okay, that have a little compassion.
Right, right.
Because see, what a man will think is, why do I have to do more? I'm already doing so much. How about if you do less with other things and do this one little 5-minute thing? Your wife will be happier. Try it out, and they will. Every man will do it once he understands the logic of this, and it only can happen if you understand how men and women are different. Now, once you experience it as a man, then you really like the game, because when she stops me and I do it, then suddenly it's a moment where I feel I'm doing something for her that will make her happy. And even more important, I'm overcoming my own resistance to doing little things. See, men have this issue, which I only do big things, and we put off doing little things. But now you're retraining your brain to respond quickly and immediately to little things, which makes a huge difference for women. Because when women ask for little things, and he forgets to do it, in her mind, she registers, if he won't do little things, what if I need big things?
Right, right.
And so when a man doesn't do little things, a woman can conclude he just doesn't love me. And because for her, little things are easy to do. And you asked me what surprises me. This was this great research that actually proved, again, that the research backed it up, and they showed that men's brains, dopamine is what motivates us into action. Dopamine gives us energy, causes us to want to do things for people and so forth. So men's dopamine receptor sites, or dopamine function, doesn't become activated unless the problem is an emergency. It's a big problem. It's an important problem. Little things don't activate dopamine for men. They just forget it. It's not so important. You can even look at his brain. The memory center of the brain, called the hippocampus, is twice as big in women. Women are a dopamine stimulus. Oh, I have to do this. I have to do this. I have to do this. Men are like very narrow on what they have to do. And so it's very easy to forget. The way we process all that stuff that women are overwhelmed by is we just forget it. So our hippocampus is smaller. It's amazing how we're completely complementary to each other. But I've learned the experience of doing little things for her, how happy it can make her. Now let's add to another thing for men. Men will always do the best they can do, at least for most of the marriage, to make her happy. And to finally, she's not happy, I'll just give up. But they're trying, as long as they're trying. So he's doing his very best. Let's just simplify this into money makes women happy. Other things, of course, make women happy. I'm only making so much money. I can only make so much money. And now she's not happy. So my mind goes, I can't make more money, so how can I make her happy? He doesn't know that for women, little things can also make her very happy. See, once a man's making a certain amount of money, you habituate. It's not that you expect it. It's not a big deal. That's what he does. I do what I do. It's that little extra. And the extra doesn't have to be big. Occasionally it can be big, anniversaries, birthdays, and so forth. She needs that for image. It's just like,
right.
Okay. But it's really the extra little things on a continuous basis. And he's not going to think to do them. So she has to think to do them. And this is work. In my new book, I got 25 things and 30 things you can ask for, little things to sort of, you'll create your own list, but they just give you ideas to do it. But here's one fun one that my wife does. And you don't do the same thing over. It has to be new and different. At least every week, don't do the same ones. Next week, you could try one. You have to vary it a little bit so it's new and different. It gives a spark of dopamine. It interrupts him. It gives a spark of dopamine. It will, and he's willing to get up and do it because he knows by immediately responding, like, I'm your genie in the bottle. I'm here to serve you. Or I'm your maitre d' at a restaurant. Oh, happy Dr. Gray, you're here. I've got your special table for you. The chef has some free champagne for you. They'll do that in my town. They love me there. I also give big tips. But there's a specialness and it feels good. Well, that's my female side. You want to feel like special. Women, at least, occasionally. And every day you can have that reaction. And one more thing to add on to it to give sort of credibility to this idea is the Pink Panther movies. Do you remember the Pink Panther movies? Okay, so No, this is the Pink Panther movie, Clouseau, and some of the movies. He's really goofy and really funny and everything. But one of the funny things he does, he has a sidekick who's Kato. Kato is
Right.
Bruce Lee, the karate master, you know. And so when he would come home at night, Kato would attack him. The lights would turn out. Kato would attack in some unexpected way. And so he was doing this so he'd always stay vigilant. And so he would always be ready to sharpen his skills for karate and protection and so forth. Well, this is what it does for a man. Out of the nowhere, when you're not expecting, a woman asks you to do something, and you immediately go, absolutely, happy to do it. And you verbalize that. You say, glad to do it right away. And it just takes a few minutes, and it breaks you from being in this sort of estrogen slump where too much estrogen, your testosterone is a slump. It will give you a spark if the man understands this is something that will help my wife. So one of the times, occasionally my wife will do this. I'll be already in bed, and she'll walk into the bedroom, and she puts up her hand, and she goes, John, would you get me a glass of warm water? Now, for me to walk to my kitchen is 30 yards. Okay, it's 30 yards. And come back, I'm already at the 60-yard line of the football field. I do not want to get out of bed. I do not want to do this. But think about how refreshing it is for her to say, would you get me some warm water? And I say, absolutely. And a part of me in the beginning went, I do not want to get out of bed, but I'll do this. But you basically jump up right away. I say right away, happy to do it. And my pleasure, any of those things. And you go right, get the warm water, you bring it to her. Just feel like what a queen she feels like. You know, I can just raise my hand, my husband will be just like that. And it just takes me 3 minutes. That's all it takes. Go get the purified water in the kitchen, bring it into the bedroom, go back to sleep. This is so profound. And even it happens now, which was back when I was married to Bonnie, she would never do this. I would never think to do this, but I'll be writing, okay? You know, when you're a writer, they say it takes you 23 minutes if you're interrupted to get back into your flow. But what's more important than my book is my wife. And so it does take me, I have to go back several paragraphs. But I've told her anytime, you know, at least once a day, if you come up to me while I'm writing, just raise your hand. What is it? And I'll stop right away. That means anytime a man's in his cave, raise your hand. Just don't wait to the last 3 minutes of a basketball game. Okay, that have a little compassion.
Right.
You know, well, Bonnie used to do that. I mean, I don't know if she intuitively did it or it just happened, but sometimes when she was feeling neglected, she would wait till the end of the basketball game, which is the score is like back and forth, just like that, and she'd carry a box that she had asked me to. And she'd stand in front of the TV set, like, this is the box you were supposed to get for me. We eventually learned how to ask. She eventually learned how to ask for help rather than just expecting it. Because that's another art to asking. Just because a man forgets your request the first time doesn't mean he's not willing to do it. It means it just hasn't gotten to the threshold of producing enough dopamine for him to remember. So the art is that if your husband forgets to do little things, what you can do as you do this technique of understanding men. You ask the first time and then assume he's going to forget because he's forgotten before these things. Often women go, why bother asking? He's going to do it. He's going to forget. It's easier for me to do it myself. Boom, you're back to being a man, not a woman. So you want to find things that are easy for him to do that are beyond this 5 minute. That's one technique. This is the ask 3 times technique. And that technique is you ask the first time, you know he's going to forget it. And then when he forgets it, you ask again as if, in the same tone of voice, as if it's the first time.
I love it.
But what does a woman normally do? She'll point out to him, you forgot to bring home the milk. Would you try to bring home the milk tomorrow? But you've reminded him, already reminding him of what he didn't do. That's called nagging. You don't ever have to nag. You just have to ask again in a nice way as if it's the first time. He'll go, oh yeah, she already asked me. That will increase his motivation just because he feels I made a mistake. I want to please her because she's being so nice. Then you ask again the second time. Until he's trained, he'll forget again. And you know this. You're expecting him to forget again. And then you're expecting him to forget again. If he forgets the third time, what will happen? If you can ask him again, he forgot the third time, and you say to him, oh, honey, by the way, would you pick the milk up at the store on your way home from work? He's going to go, my gosh, she's asked me 3 times and she's not nagging about it. She's not blaming me for it. She's not upset with me. What an amazing woman. The message he gets is you trust that he loves you. You're trusting him. Trusting a man, depending on him, and trusting is the most powerful testosterone stimulator in a man. He experiences in that moment, yes, I'll be happy to do that. And he'll remember to do it. Okay, because he's failed 3 times, you didn't punish him for it, you didn't disapprove of him for it, you didn't shame him for it, he will be more motivated. And you're training him to do little things make my wife really happy.